When it comes to finding drivers for trucking companies these days, it's a fact that most driver lead sources are using a flawed model when they're trying to help you. There's a couple of things that you can do. First of all, you can do it yourself. You do it yourself, you have to create your own ads, your headlines, you got to write the copy, you got to source the images, create videos, decide where you're going to place your ads, and you got to buy traffic for the ads. You have to build landing pages or application pages, you have to optimize them, you have to capture the leads. Well, which is good because once you do that, those are exclusive leads for you and it allows you to build your driver pipeline. Now, if you're not going to do all of that, which a lot of companies don't do, they go to a typical driver lead source. And with a typical driver lead source, they do all those things, creating the ads, the headlines, the copy. However, when it comes to getting the lead, they're having drivers apply for a job, not your job, and then they're sharing those leads with dozens of other companies, and it becomes a race to see who can get to the driver first. Now, even when that happens, you still have to do all of the work. You have to do all the heavy lifting. You have to work the lead. You have to call the lead. You have to text them. You have to find out if they meet your company requirements. Then you have to get the application filled out, right? Then you have to vet the lead. Do they meet your criteria? Do you run the reports, the PSP, the MVR, etc., the background checks? Then you have to qualify the lead. After you look at it, do they qualify? Did they tell you the truth? And then you have to continue to work the applicant so that you can hire the driver. Then after you've hired the driver, you have to get them to show up at orientation, and then once they get on the road, you have to keep them there. Now, you have to do all of that work. The typical driver lead source doesn't do that. They just send you a list of names of people who said they might be interested in a job that could look like the one that you had to offer for driving one of your trucks. Doesn't matter if it's a company driver, owner operator, local, regional, OTR, it's the same thing. You still have to go through all these steps. So it's a flawed model where you do all the heavy lifting, and that's where we're different. With the Full Fleet Advantage, we do all of those things for you. We create the copy, the headlines, the images, the videos, we do the placements, we buy the traffic, we build the landing pages, we optimize them, we capture the leads, and unlike other companies, those leads are exclusive to you and it is your driver pipeline that we're building for you. But we don't stop there. That's just the beginning, because now the real work comes into play. So we work the lead for you. We call the leads. We text the leads. Our recruiters are working around the clock to make sure that they meet your company requirements. Then once we decide they do meet your requirements, then we go to work to get the application filled out, and then we vet the lead. And we do that, we go ahead and run the PSP, the MVR, to make sure that they meet the qualifications and they are pre-vetted, so that we go ahead and qualify them. Then we go to working with the applicant to get them all the way to the point of the part you have to do, which is the part we can't do, and that is hire the driver. Then after you hire the driver, we continue to work for you, getting them to show up for orientation, and then we develop a retention program to keep them in your company long term. So we do all of that representing you. They never know the name of our company. They only know the name of your company, so that all you have to do once we send you the qualified applicant is to hire the driver. So how we're different than everyone else? Very simply, we focus on the quality of the applications, not the quantity. We bring you qualified drivers based on your specific needs, and we deal with the applicant's questions, concerns to make sure they're qualified so your team can focus on hiring the right drivers. If this at all sounds interesting to you, go ahead and click the link right below this video so that you can go ahead and schedule a quick call to see if this may be a fit for you. We'll ask you a few questions about the type of drivers you're looking for, what the specifications are, what your pay packages are, and then help you understand whether or not it's something that we can do to bring those drivers to you so that you can keep your trucks rolling.